Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Noles will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Quarterback making adjustments. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. On the ground, it's Martin. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Gets into plus territory, they're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Massey. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down when they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Under fire. Easy completion on the shuffle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Using his legs, it's Messi. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Massey.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Pass mistakes and still on his feet. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Plows through the defense. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Finds his man. It's McFadden. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fix can slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
sound. The war chant on third down at the dome. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, no! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception, getting in the end zone, and showing off why defensive linemen are the most athletic position on the field.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 11 over Utah. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Got his man downfield. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Pulls it in. It's Denmark. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field. So they knew that they were going to have to break on passes, but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away. And they were able to do that there.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Makes the grab. It's McFadden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dirt. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's ball. Trying to tackle this guy is a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the marker, it's ball. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's ball. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Test the right side with this one. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Gibson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Unloads quickly.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Massey. Touchdown, Seminoles! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Catch in the middle. It's McFadden. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll run this play from the pistol. Incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to pull that thing. I know that.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Push down for the tackle.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's McFadden. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown or you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense wants to bring the heat. Trying to get the corner. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it now.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Right back to him on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's McFadden. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. They haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top.
Turning it on! Lowers those pads. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goal post, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Try to get it to the edge. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, Florida State.
And the Noles will call on their punt team. And he really needs to get away a good kick here. He gets it away from his own end zone. The fair catch called for and made. In time, it'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires and picked off.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He takes a knee, and it took longer than they had hoped, but they finally get their first victory of the season. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and